towards that direction for you. Let's say the competition, you could take them to the worlds, whatever. You have all the ability, the knowledge, the coaches, the facility. Back then, we didn't have that, and we didn't know where we're exactly going to be ending up. But we still trained so hard. So it was, I don't know what it was. I think it's the distractions were less, like what you're saying, and the way just we grew up, fighting was just, it was a normal thing for us to
different
fight.
connections, right? Different relationship in a way, right? Like different, but yeah, I guess it is different, right? When you don't have so many distractions, right?
True.
Because you call somebody on the phone.
True.
I mean, it was no text messaging, right?
Nothing. Walk to the gym, right away, just excited to see your friends and spend time there and not go because now you can't call them with the cell phone. Your friend leaves, that's it. Until you call the house and the parents are home, of course, everybody needs to share the phone and you can't be on the phone. One of them has a sister who's going to talk to the friend, boyfriend, or whatever it is, 1 hour. You can't talk to your friend, 5 minutes maximum.
Different time.
So we wanted to be together, and when you're together, you're in a martial arts gym, you're going to train. So I had kids stay there 6 hours. I would stay there 6 to 8 hours a day. By 11 p.m., they would take me home. My friends had a car, and I was 11, 12, and when I was training, they would take me home. They had a private student, let's say at night, that would work at Van Bakery. He would come do some privates. Guys would make a little bit of money, and then they would take me home. We would eat something, a burrito. That was
what a story. What a story,
yeah,
huh? That in high school still.
Different, different, way different.
Yeah, and you started training. Talking to George. Different styles of striking martial arts.
Yeah,
and you excelled in all stand-up.
Yeah, stand-up fighting. Yeah, we didn't grapple much with Gokor. Of course, my coach was friends with Gokor, and we grappled a little bit. Manny and those guys, we grew up together.
Yeah.
So Caro, I remember going to Sensei Jean LaBelle's house, and we would grapple. So, but not as much. Our focus was more on stand-up fighting because back then there was Draka, which was Russian professionals fighting. It was a federation. Draka was the name, but it was a Sancho and Sanda fighting style. So it was exactly, and they did it at the Great Western Forum, the Olympic Auditorium. They had events there, and it was very big. So our focus, takedowns were allowed, but no ground fighting. And you would get a Kung Lee actually fought in the same organization. He fought my friend actually, Israeli Haik, and it was in a tremendous fight. And so, our focus was on that, more stand-up fighting and competition. Yeah, my kids, like I said, since I did wushu, there was taekwondo competition. We would focus 6 months on legs and we would go compete and get good results, And then Muay Thai, of course, the professional league what paid. So we had to do that more, So started Thai boxing and kickboxing more and promoting with George, but I fought before that. And
promoting with George.
K1 stuff were in, and Dwayne Ludwig, and guys were fighting, of course. And, I was
because LA was like the scene for Muay Thai in America, right?
Muay Thai,
and maybe even around the world, right?
Yeah, we had good fighters.
I remember seeing it in the magazines and stuff.
Yeah, good fighters. Rob the Razor, McCall, all those guys, I still talk to them and we connect, but a little bit older generation than me, few years, 4 or 5 years, but back then when I was 16, it's a big difference, than a 20, 21-year-old competing. I looked up to them, but good fighters, Joe Schilling, all those guys, we all fought on the same card, so I fought a lot of Muay Thai fights too, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.